Oh, good morning. This is Josh, and today I'll be trading live in the small account. Let's go. Caught me by surprise. Trading is risky, so always use stop losses. Trade in the simulator before you put real money on the line, or trade with a small account like this to kind of test the waters if that's what you need to do. Don't risk a whole bunch of money before you have a strategy that works. This is Eva Trades, and today I'm trading in a small account. I have $5,612 in the account. I get 3 trades because I have to adhere to the PDT rule, and I'm on day 4. I had a green day, and then a red day. So we'll see what happens today. I think the stock market today, in the hourly time frame here, SPY is trading around 365, made a move up to 367. This is cool. Last time I looked at it, we were down in here, so I was looking at the hourly EMA as our guide down. We can look at this real quick here. Let's see. So we have our monthly downtrend. I drew a line here on this monthly time frame. I drew it actually on the smaller time frame here. See the weekly. This weekly green candle, and then we tried to get above it. We tried to get above it. Tried to get above it. Finally got above it, and it took off from there. And now we're coming back, and we back tested it. So that's a pretty important level. So what we got is a monthly downtrend, obviously, with lower highs and lower lows. We're finding support right here for the moment and bouncing. On the weekly, we're just trading sideways, a little bit of chop. Notice the 200 moving average here, how we hit it here, we bounced off of it, came back down, tested it, and now we're below it. And for 3 weeks in a row, we've tried to break back above it and have not. So on this 4th week, today being the last day of the week, let's see if maybe we can close above it. Bulls right now, in my opinion, well, not my opinion, is actually a thing, are looking for a higher low on the daily. We've been consolidating now for a couple of days. So bulls would like to see a higher low. Where are we trading at this morning? Let's see. We reached a low of 362.20 pre-market. So that's down right in here in this area. So that would be a good area to pull back to. But anyways, bulls want to see a higher low and a higher high, right? So to look for that, I look for clues like on the hourly time frame here. Right now in the hourly time frame, we've had this downtrend, and I've been using the EMA as a guide on the way down. Now we're breaking out here on the hourly, not holding up too well at the moment, but still only halfway through this candle, so this could certainly go back up. But the bulls trying to make a move higher, breaking out over these levels. You would want to see more continuation of this breakout to actually close over these levels, and an hourly move up, and then maybe a higher low and a higher high for a trend change on the hourly time frame. When you get the trend change on the hourly time frame back to the bulls, that's a good indication that the daily higher low is set, and then we're looking for a breakout over this level for a higher high and a breakout over this level also. So that's what bulls are looking for. We'll see if bulls get that today. We don't know. Minute by minute, right? Okay, so that's the market overall. I have 3 stocks here off the gap scan that I have already picked out. There are only 3 stocks on the gap scan this morning, so it's a little slow. Perhaps people waiting to see what's going to happen, being that the market's trading sideways just a little bit. Peggy was well, actually BHVN, let me see, BHVN is taking the lead in the gap scan, only gapping up 12%. Our leading gapper is up 12%. That's pretty sad. So I have ADTX and Peggy off the gap scan, and then TNA came off the high day momentum scanner. But not a lot of volume here on ADTX. It's really low on volume. That seems to be the seems to be the trend this morning. I don't like any of these, to be honest with you. So, what am I looking for here? This is the hourly time frames at the top. Look at TNA, it looks a lot like SPY, doesn't it? I don't know what the float is on TNA. It's a higher price stock. But let's see what time it is here. I got to keep an eye on the time. We have 4 minutes to the bell, and I don't really have anything that I really want to trade. So my last day that I traded in the small account was last week, and I traded later in the day and didn't do so well because things don't move as well late in the day. And now here today, I'm getting to trade early, but there isn't a whole lot. So I don't know. I'm kind of like thinking maybe I definitely need to see some volume come in. I mean, this one has some okay volume. It's not bad. It's actually pretty good. So coming back and retesting that high of yesterday, which is this right here. So it's a breakout. We have the 200 moving average up at $6, so we could come up against that, but could get a move right away. Maybe. And back to the volume again, actually, looking at the 1 minute. I fooled myself thinking that I had the 1 minute up here and like, yeah, the good volume. This would be good volume on the 1 minute, but on the 1 minute time frame, we only have what, 10,000 shares traded on this candle alone. That's not very good. Well, at least we can mark some support levels and say, hey, you know, maybe if the volume comes in, maybe there will be a trade. At the very least. I see shop, I see pins, I see APE. What's APE? Still not any volume on APE either. I can move over here so you can see it too. There you go. That's APE. There's shop. I don't know, shop. I think I've made money on it before. It's not your typical, look at the float on it is like 1.13 billion. A stock with a float like that doesn't move very fast. KOLD, I've traded before. Volume's okay. It's trending up. It has been trending on the hourly for quite a few days. Look at this on the hourly. So the market's going to open in 1 more minute. Well, Peggy is backtesting that $5.30 level. Well, we've already kind of tested that level a couple times already. It's a wait and see. Maybe something will pop up on the Hive day scan. Okay, the market's about to open. There we go. The market is open. So I only get 3 trades. Some volume coming in on TNA. Coming up against the EMAs on the larger time frame, but we are above the VWAP. I do like Peggy, if it can hold out at this level for a little bit, I'm not going to trade that first 1 minute candle. I will get ready to place it. It is trading below the VWAP though, so I'm not sure. Seeing a breakout here on ADTX. I'll buy the pullback there on that. I guess not. It's not going to let me do it. Oh dear. I forgot to set. Well, that's not good. I forgot to set up my stop losses. So I have 706, and I'm risking $50. I can show you down here what I'm doing. I'm just setting up my stop loss parameters. So up here at the top, right here, I had my cash was 60,000, my buying power was 100,000, and my risk was $1,000 per trade. And that's in the simulator. I use those amounts, but here in the real world, I have to use what I actually have. I have $5,600 in cash. I have $18,706 in buying power, and I want to risk $50 per trade. So I just sent that out, and now I got to click this button, and then it's going to go and enter all that information into the trade bars so that I don't trade beyond my buying power and that I also honor my risk at the same time. It's unfortunate that this is happening, that I didn't have this set up, because obviously on Peggy and ADTX, I would have had two nice winners there. So that makes me sad. But we'll have more opportunity, I hope, on a day like this, maybe. So now I'm going to set up my stop loss, my margin. How much margin is available on the stock will tell me how many shares I can buy. Then I have to go in and set up my stop loss parameters based on candle ranges. I'll set that one for 10 cents. The charts up above 10 and 12. The candle ranges are 10 and about 10 minutes, or 10 minutes, 10 cents. And 37 and 41, so I'll just go 30 here. Get you back up to the charts. So you see Peggy pulling back there. That candle range is 13, so I think I'd be good to maybe jump in on that. I'm gonna go ahead. So there we go. Now I'm getting filled. Let's see if this first trade can give us some kind of profit. I need to hold this because, you know, like I said, I only get 3 trades. Looking at the scanners over here, seeing if anything's popping up, and nothing at the moment. Well, I do see T is on the scan, so I'm gonna, oops, am I gonna get stopped out on that first trade? Yep. So getting stopped out on that first one, unfortunately. 14, 16, 10. Just setting up a stop loss parameter over here on T. So I've got 2 trades left that I can take. I like the initial volume here on this candle, but now the volume has kind of died off a bit. I'm in again over on Peggy. Oh, well, okay, good. I'm kind of glad that didn't fill. I kind of realized afterwards that I probably didn't want to do that. So I'm in over here on Peggy. I'm trying it again. We got some nice green volume on this 5-minute candle and pulling back here. So looking for a move back up. And I guess that entry on T here would have been good, but I don't think it let me enter because I don't have enough buying power left after entering a trade over here on Peggy. So if I take another loss on Peggy, I probably won't trade it again. Pulling back pretty good there. Holding that low would be ideal. My stop loss isn't quite in the great. There we go. So two stop losses in a row. Now I'm down $100. I'm gonna buy TNA over here. It's trading below the VWAP, but I would like to sell some of it at the VWAP there, but I just can't do that. So if you remember, I tried to get in my very first trade. I tried to get in right here, and that would have been a nice winner. And I also tried to get in right here when this was pulling back. So I would have had a couple of nice winners if I'd had my stop loss parameters set up correctly. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. So I don't normally, let me see, what is it, 29.97 down there. I'm gonna risk a little bit more than what I normally would. Normally my risk is $50 per trade, but I want to move my stop below the low here. We're forming an equilibrium. I don't like this red candle. I kind of wish that I hadn't jumped into this trade just because of that red candle, but I can't get out now because I want to see it through. If I had more trades to take, I would just get out of this one and wait for the next one, but this is all I got, so I'm gonna wait. And the reason I'm gonna wait, what's SPY doing? Let's take a look at SPY. SPY is kind of holding up here. So it looks like maybe it wants to break. Back over that level. See how that kind of looks the same as TNA on the hourly time frame. TNA not quite as strong though, it's a little weaker. But it's a tightening range right now. You get the high of day, the low of day, then a lower high, well, double top, higher low, lower high. Looking for a higher low and a breakout over this level for a higher high. But I will say that this 5-minute candle with this red volume, it favors the bears more than anything. I do like the green volume bars here on the 1-minute time frame though. So we may see a short-term move up. And take a look over here at T. T really did make a move. Remember, I tried to jump in it right here and it didn't let me because I didn't have enough buying power. A little bit of a bear flag here. So yeah, that first trade on Peggy, I bought on this, it made this move up and it pulled back to the EMAs, and I bought here for the break higher, and it didn't give it to me, and it broke down. I got stopped out, but then as it was pulling back here, I thought I'll give it another shot, and that didn't work out so well, and I got stopped out yet again. So trading below the VWAP, and I did mention that as I was getting into that trade, I should have just, I have these rules where I don't generally like to trade when we're below the VWAP because I don't do so well when I do that. And I kind of let myself break those rules today, and you can see what happened. Because of that, I took 2 losses here. And again, over here, trading below the VWAP, I took another loss here. So it just goes to show you that breaking the rules is not really worth it. Now, if you look over here, this one's trading above the VWAP, and it did make some nice moves, and now consolidating. Big red candlestick here, and it's going to close in another 2 minutes. Of course, this could bounce. So 2 red days in a row on the small account. That is a real bummer. But that's okay. We'll get it turned around. We will definitely get it turned around. I am down, how much? Down 164. That's a little more than my max loss. My maximum loss is 150, but that's because I moved my stop loss down here. I wanted to give it a little more room to breathe and a chance to move up, but it just couldn't do it. So what's the overall market doing now? The hourly, let's see the 5-minute here. Just trading sideways. So now I get to go up here and I get to enter in a very sad negative $164. Boo! And that actually puts me a little bit red on this challenge. So now it's kind of like starting over. This is kind of exciting, actually. Down $16. So we're going to turn it around. We're going to turn it around and come back up. So that is day 4 of the small account challenge. Unfortunately, a second red day in a row. And that's gonna do it for me. I have no more trades left to take until next week. I do like how TNA is now breaking out, so this would be a good spot to buy. See, this is pretty nice. All right, well, I'm gonna call it a day there. Sometimes you just have red days, and that's the way it goes. So we'll see you next time. Tune in for the simulator videos. Those are the $100,000 account challenge is going really well. And I can't wait till I start trading in a large account where I can actually take multiple trades in the day, more than just 3, because I seem to excel whenever I can do that. So this is the small account challenge. This has been EVA Trades. I am Josh. Thanks for tuning in, and have a good rest of your day. Thank you.